Hello and welcome back to another episode of Bantz with Lawrencia. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing great. For today's episode, I want to talk about Korra Obidi and her ex-husband, Dr. Justin Dean. These two people, they've decided to give us premium content because we're sitting and minding our business. For some of you who don't know how this thing started, Korra got attacked. Somebody attacked her with acid and knife. She was able to survive it. She left London, went back to wherever she is right now, and then that went viral. A whole lot of media houses, international, even TMZ posted it on their social media page. Now, once Korra was sharing her own side of the story or shared the attack on her social media page, she said 2 years after divorce, and this attack is still going on, kind of alluding to the fact that Justin Dean initiated the attack because she said the person that attacked her is an African woman. So not a Nigerian, maybe she said Cameroon, I can't remember, but an African lady, she said, attacked her. Now, she said 2 years after her marriage, this attack is still going on. So a lot of people assumed that it was Justin, her ex-husband, Justin Dean. Her sister also made a live video where she kind of also accused Justin Dean of hiring people to attack Korra. So it was such, everybody, the two of them were pointing accusing fingers at the ex-husband, Justin Dean. So you know how Nigerians are now. People trooped to his page. They started insulting Justin Dean. They started calling him all sorts of names. Now, Justin decided to fire back. Justin said, you know, he's tired. He went live on Facebook and said he's tired of this whole attack. That he now shared receipt of because he said the reason why the marriage ended in 2022 was because Korra cheated while pregnant with their child, Athena.
Korra went to Nigeria for our friend's wedding, 5 months pregnant, and slept with this woman's fiance. So she was sleeping around while pregnant with my child, and I saw the text messages that they took from his phone. And here they are. I removed names to protect the people that told me about this. Seems like you've improved your skills. Korra, did you just insult me? Abibu, whatever. It feels like you were reaching my womb. Okay. It felt like hopes I didn't tamper with Justin's unborn baby, Athena. Nah, the baby. So I was upset because I found out that my ex-wife had been sleeping around while pregnant with our daughter, which is very risky business, which, you know, like you get an STD or something while you're pregnant, that's a big deal. Not only that, while she was pregnant, after she came back from Nigeria, she confided in me that she didn't think the kid was mine. So I found out that she had been sleeping around while pregnant with my child. And then she told me the child most likely wasn't mine. Of course I'm going to have a very visceral, emotional reaction. I think she probably said that to me so that she could get the reaction, record it, to put it on social media. But I'm a human being. I said what I said because of what I found out and what I was told. And my plan was I was leaving. There was no way I was staying with her. My plan was to leave when Athena was 3 months old, but I was done. I didn't care what people thought. I didn't care. I needed to protect my kids and raise them in a healthy living environment.
Are learning work. CNN, they learn cloud chasing from Mr. Korra Obidi. Now, I had an accident. TMZ carried it. He couldn't bring text message from 2 years ago. Please, my lovers, please be wise. Please help me. I want to kneel down for you guys. Please be wiser than the normal gullible people. Please, 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 please. Mr. Korra Obidi is a desperado. When I had Athena, the whole blogs carried, oh, congratulations. Now then, Mr. Korra Obidi won divorce. He cannot stand attention that is not on him. He is a Beyonce, the learn work for Mr. Korra Obidi. Beyonce, they learn what we can understand what's in the happen, because this is 2 years down the line. 2 years, and I'm still talking, because the only way Mr. Korra Obidi can stay relevant is to call Korra Obidi's name and defame Korra Obidi. Athena, my precious queen, if you ever see this video, Makachuku, even if I'm alive or dead, by God's grace, I'll be alive. Your mother was virtuous. She held you in her stomach. She birthed you in the water. She was virtuous to the very end. The beauty of your life inside of her made her glow. She never touched anything. The only person she touched was your Ashewo daddy, Mr. Korra Obidi, who gave her my total swell up like watermelon, my queen. Please tag your African cousins for translation. If you ever watch this video, Athena, I love you so much. You are my life. You and June, both of you, I love you. Die. Wow. Your mommy loves you, okay? See, one thing I've learned about my life is me, I'm even a spectator in my life. I'm even a spectator. I'm just sitting down and I'm just watching. I'm watching my movie life, like a movie, to be honest. But one thing I've learned since 2022 is that Mr. Korra Obidi is a desperado. I thought I wanted to be famous. Mr. Korra Obidi is the worst kind. Mr. Korra Obidi, can you kindly come out with the person who told you her fiancé and I had intercourse while I was pregnant? If not, you are defaming me.
According to what Justin said, because Korra gave birth and 2 days later, Justin announced that the marriage was coming to an end. Everybody was kind of shocked when Justin made the announcement just 2 days after Korra gave birth. It was crazy. Korra admitted that she cheated on Justin before she moved to America, because they did their traditional marriage and Justin went back to America to kind of file for her papers to join him. According to Korra, during that time when they were apart, when Justin was busy trying to get her to America, she had an affair. Okay, when she relocated to America, she decided to be open to her husband, to tell her husband that this thing happened while I was in Africa. I don't even know the demon that possessed Korra to to tell her husband that she cheated. Like, especially for a Nigerian woman, even if they do a DNA test and that child is not, she will still deny it. Okay, so I think maybe somebody was trying to blackmail Korra, and she decided to come clean to her husband, which maybe kind of solved the situation from that person's end, but not without. I mean, you as a woman, men, I think we women give them passes when they cheat, especially when there's a little bit of distance. You will try to understand that, oh yeah, he's a man, all men cheat, you know, those things that women tell themselves. But for a man, it is very different. For a man they can decide to accept you back, but the way they will treat you, even picking up phone calls at odd hours, even if you don't even know who was calling you at that point, it will be an issue. He will always return to that fact that you cheated. So who is calling you at this time of the night? This may be the person you cheated with. So I think that marriage started in a very wrong foundation, because Korra decided to confess to her husband that she had an affair in Nigeria. Now, how would you now try to defend yourself in this situation when your husband is saying that your best friend's fiance reached out to him, or your best friend reached out to him to tell him that you slept with her fiancé when you came for their like that is so messed up. That can mess anybody up. I don't think he was lying, or I don't know, but for the fact that he filed for divorce 2 days after Athena was born, that could tell you that he was traumatized. All that happened, they filed for divorce. It was drama upon drama upon drama. They started dragging the kids. Everything was going haywire in between Korra Obidi and our ex-husband. We're just thinking, okay, these two people just learn. We know you hate each other, no problem. Just learn to coexist because of your two beautiful children that you have. So regardless of who is wrong, I think the both of them, this is just toxic. And
2 years after, and I would like to say an official statement to all the defamation that I have been receiving from a said Justin Dean, here in this statement referred to as Mr. Korra Obidi. I would like to officially debunk some of the outrageous, crazy allegations that I have been getting, and I would like to officially thank my fans for their patience. If you have already read my book, you have already known the truth. But for those who don't have the privilege of this is a short summary of what has happened. I have been accused of cheating at 5 months pregnant with Athena in my belly. This is about October of 2021, while I visited Nigeria for my friend's wedding. I never did such. If I did anything like that, let my career end today. I never did anything, and I want to blatantly state that in the course of our legal marriage, from 2019 all the way to the separation on March 3rd, 2022, I never cheated on Dr. Justin Dean, aka Mr. Korra Obidi. I never did. I only admitted to having an affair before I came to the United States, which caused me so much pain in my life than I've ever gotten in my entire existence. This man abused me constantly for months. What happened to be months? In front of his parent, his mother. I called one time telling her, your son just hit me in the face, and picked up my child and looked her in the face and said, your mother is a whore. And what did she say? Sounds like you guys are going at it with each other. Sounds like you guys are arguing like you always do. There was no justice for me until I picked up the pieces of my life and divorced that abusive man in March of 2022. As of the end of the divorce, several of my Koreans came out to talk about how they have been cyberly molested by Mr. Korra Obidi, aka Justin Dean, and how he had, in the guise of helping them with their lower back pain, lured them into sending lewd pictures of themselves and their entire naked bodies in videos and pictures that he had documented in a sick file that I believe he still has a possession of till today. He coined a lot of women into sending them their nudes. He also did this while he was in practice as a chiropractor in Los Angeles. A lot of women have finally found the strength to come out to talk about how they didn't even know when they did this. A 19-year-old girl in Brazil talked about how she was with him while they were married. He cheated several times, so much so that while I was pregnant with Athena in Santo Domingo, I went to visit him while he was on a course and I got infected. He administered me with antibiotics while Athena was in my stomach. Partly, I just thank God that it had no adverse effects on my unborn baby. These are just a few things that I endured before I finally made it out of that abusive relationship. I hope this is a little closure, and legal action is on its way for the slander and defamation that I have had to endure over the years. Thank you for constantly being
Those of you guys that are just joining, what is going on here? Essentially, I left my ex-wife because I had to. It was what was best for my kids. Most importantly, we were in a very toxic relationship, a very toxic marriage. And in order for a marriage to be toxic, it has to go both ways. You can't be in a toxic relationship unless you both become toxic. So there's no way of putting blame on only one person because I chose to stay, which is my fault. But that doesn't mean that you try to destroy the person's life. Those of you guys that are just getting tuned into this story, I have been harassed for the last 2 years. I have been accused of domestic violence, which I won in court. I have been accused of rape. I've been accused of sexually molesting my children. I've been accused of so many things. Beating up my wife until she had a miscarriage, kicking them out on the street, and they were homeless. All these things have been perpetuated in the media, and they're so obviously not true. If this stuff was true, I would not have custody of my children right now. But I do have custody of my children right now. And yet this stuff is being perpetuated and I'm being harassed on a daily basis. My ex-wife is actively engaging with many bloggers to destroy my reputation. She's probably paying them, and it's disgusting. And I'm trying to raise awareness and hold Facebook accountable for the cyberbullying that is occurring on this app, because it's against community standards and they do not enforce it. And in fact, they were just harassed by Congress for little kids that were ending it because of cyber harassment. So people are going crazy because after 2 years of just ignoring it and trying to live my life and allowing my mental health, my spiritual health, my physical health to dwindle, they're not stopping, and they're getting worse and worse all the time. And the last thing they want to do is for me to speak. So now that I'm speaking, they're freaking out. I just saw African Glitz post some kind of bullshit that's not true. Everyone's perpetuating things that are not true because I'm a white man. She's an African. You got to support your own, right? Well, my page is about people that support the truth, and this is getting out of hand, okay? Because nobody in divorce should try to financially, emotionally, spiritually try to destroy the father of their children, or vice versa. There's a common narrative that I'm trying to tear her down or anything. I have been silent. I announced the divorce and I called her out for cheating, which she's already publicly admitted to, okay? I said what I needed to say because I was hurt. I was emotionally a wreck. I had been through hell. And this is a survivor story. This is a survivor story. I am lucky to be alive. From the harassment that I experienced in the marriage and afterwards. I don't know what's worse. What I experienced in the marriage, the disrespect, and the active convincing me. I was actively trying to psychologically manipulated to try to end my own existence.
Now, all I can say is these two people need to put a full stop on it and move on. Korra, leave this man alone. Justin, leave Korra alone. It is very difficult because these two people have 2 children together. Regardless, when I was watching all the videos yesterday, I just got stressed out, and this is not even my problem. Anyway, before you get into that marriage, before you marry anybody, regardless of the intention you have, understand that that is going to stress you one way or the other, and it may not end well, both for you and the other person. Anyway, that's all I have to say for today. I'll continue to bring you updates as this drama unfolds. Subscribe to my channel, hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification bell to get notified anytime I post new content. Please like and share. Thank you very much. Bye bye.